Alrighty, guys. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone. I did not mean to mute my mic. Hope everyone's doing good out there. Glad to have y'all here. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. So we got a lot of the heavy impacts regarding the winter weather is currently underway right now. And we are seeing ourselves a lot of freezing rain, a lot of sleet, a lot of snow, currently falling across portions here of Vermont, New Hampshire, moving into Maine. And it's kind of working its way out across, basically New York State. So we already are starting to see a lot of, heavy impacts. We've already seen some reports here of over, well over 1/10 of an inch, near, kind of get up there near 2/10 of an inch, has been reported. So that is definitely going to be very impactful for this morning. Anyways, but let's see here. We have Logan this morning. We have Mark. We have Dragonfly. Good morning, you guys. Hope everyone's doing good. Like I said, glad to have you all here this morning. Sorry, it's a little early. I know a lot of you guys are not awake right now, and most of you guys are still sleeping. But I do want to be live here for you guys for a little bit in order to give you guys information regarding the system, give you guys a little bit of live coverage, showing you where everything's popping off at. So we'll have to continue giving you guys updates on it. But anyways, this is what's going on, my friends. So right now, the heaviest activity is currently located over actually New Hampshire. You can see a lot of the state here is actually below freezing. Some areas here at the upper elevations are really, really low, actually in the lower 20s, upper teens. Currently is ongoing out across those regions there. So we are seeing ourselves, obviously a bit of a situation here, an icy situation. With sleet, freezing rain across the orange there and the pink. That's where the sleet, freezing rain. That's where a lot of the ice is located. And of course you got the blue, which the blue that's the snow. That's what's going on there with the all the snow and stuff like that. So that is the current view of what's going on there. So that's what we're looking at here. I do want to hop over here to the let's see. We're gonna hop over here to the overall forecast here from the National Weather Service here. Regarding the ice accumulation here. This was an update that was presented right around 1 a.m. this morning. So this is the latest expectancy. This does not take in consideration for what has already fallen here. We have ourselves, a lot of those darker areas out there towards, east central New York State. Those areas have been seeing about, 1 to 2/10 of an inch of ice, which has been pretty crazy overall. And, that's definitely very, very impactful, for those regions there. 1 to 2/10 of an inch of ice is, can cause a bit of disruptions, obviously, with travel this morning into the afternoon. It brings problems regarding, like, the threat there for, some power outages to occur. So make sure that you are watching those here pretty closely. overall, as like a decent amounts of impacts is in the forecast here. Let's see here. Neon says, hi, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Underground says, no ice in New York yet. So most of it's already happened for the upper side here, for portions out there towards central and northeastern New York State. There's already reports of a decent amount of ice already accumulating out there, or that has actually accumulated out there, kind of just north here of Albany. The storm for the most part out there has already pretty much worked its way through New York State right now. The temperatures are still right around the lower 30s, near freezing. You can see out there towards Glens Falls, which is directly north of Albany. I'd say probably a good 30, 40 miles or so. We did get ourselves about 0.14 inches was reported there, according to a ASOS source there. So that's what we did see. So 0.4 or 0.14 inches in diameter is definitely very, very impactful. And so, like I said, definitely want to watch out there this morning, guys, because, like I said, you guys are in store for a bit of a slick conditions here for this morning here. Now, I tried to look for webcams. I found a lot of webcams, but they were copyrighted, unfortunately, so I was not able to show any of them today. However, I will continue to give you guys, updates and stuff like that. And if you guys want to send any photos into us, we have our Discord. We also have our Twitter. It's at NWW116_WX, and we'll go ahead and share those photos as well. But like I said, at least until now, we have ourselves a radar. We have observations, so we can tell you what's going on out there for the most part. But anyways, like I said, right now it's starting to taper off across New York State. Obviously it's probably going to be in terms of ice and snow showers here for the next couple of hours out there overall. So look out there for that. And we have had reports here of, let's see here, this one was showing about 1/10 of an inch of ice. This one was about a little less than that out there towards southern Vermont there. But yeah, we are going to continue to see a bunch of these showers, these ice and snow showers continue to kick off across New York State here for the next little bit. Like I said, the temperatures out in this region is right at the freezing point, if not, below that freezing point there. So that is that. I do actually want to make things look a little bit better for you. So there you go. So you can actually see there's the temperature. We're going to go and turn off this real quickly. Let's see here. So we have the overall temperature. So you can see my little probe here I'm working around. So yeah, so across the regions here, it is relatively below freezing for the most part. So whatever accumulation or whatever precipitation falls will stick. Whatever falls will stick. So look out there for that. And of course we have ourselves, like I said, obviously New Hampshire here. You guys are getting a lot more of the heavy stuff across the way right now for the central southern portion of the state, and we can actually see here that a lot of these regions is right there on that freezing point, between like 30, 31, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which it's definitely kind of pushing it, but those areas generally are seeing a bit of freezing ongoing across those regions. So whatever precipitation falls for those areas will be in the terms of probably some ice and snow overall. Now I do want to hop you guys over here to the, let's see here, we're gonna hop you all over here to the forecast again in terms of snowfall. This is the snow expected for the next 48 hours here, so let's go and hop over to that real quickly. So this is the latest information coming through from the National Weather Service here. And so across these regions here, for the most part, we're expecting, right around the range of 1 to 3 inches for the most part. Same thing out there towards, northern New York State, but they've already got a lot of their precipitation. Obviously what's falling there now, what you got there now in New York State is probably ultimately what you're going to end up with overall. So what you got right now is what you're probably just going to get in general, but that does change out there towards Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont, as those states are still in the ongoing stage to where they are still continuously seeing that system. I mean, like I said, a lot of places in Maine right now has actually not even approached the snow yet. So Okay, you can see that big snow starting to finally working its way down here, starting to finally work its way down here into southern Maine. So they're starting to get a little bit of the system here. Good morning, Cordy. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. It's snowing, though my teacher told us, let's see here, might be an early release. Well, hopefully. See, it looks like more 2 inches, to be honest. Yeah, that's within the threshold of the expectancy. A lot of these areas actually have it for 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. So whenever it comes to those accumulations out there, it is going to be somewhat decent. Nothing astronomically crazy, but it's a good. A good little snowstorm out there. Especially we haven't seen too much snow so far this year. This is just getting, getting our feet wet here for what's to come, essentially here. So that is, that is what we need to look out there for here in the future. But anyways, this is a nice little snowstorm right here. That is what we are looking at. Let's see here. Lisa says, "Thank you for all that you do. You're very welcome." Let's see. Let's see here. Shared your channel with a large group of people at an event last night. Told them you're the best credible source there is. Well, thank you, Lisa. That's very, very, very much appreciated and very sweet of you. So thank you for that. That's greatly appreciated, and that's good because it helps get out the word and helps keep people prepared and stuff like that. So you did a good thing there. I really appreciate that. That is super sweet of you. So once again, thank you so much. That's very nice. But like I said, we're going to be starting to get, or we're going to start to get a lot of that snow that's going to start falling up here across Maine for the central northern side, I should say. Now that is going to be happening here. Let's see here. We're going to hop over to the models here. We're going to go ahead and show you guys the overall timing here with the system overall. So if you guys want to follow along at the time, it's in the top left. It's a little bit off. I need to fix that overall, but there you go. So when it comes to it here, you can see the heavy snow, the heavy, sleet and freezing rain that's been happening here for this hour, and obviously, for following into the next couple of hours, things are going to start to lighten up across, Vermont, New Hampshire. However, we're going to still see a bunch of, kind of light to moderate and sometimes heavy snow that's going to continuously fall over Maine here throughout the afternoon hours today. So that is something to look out there for. And whenever it comes to later on down in time. So overall, for the next, I'm not gonna lie, for the next couple of days, y'all, it looks like we are going to potentially be seeing a little bit of snow showers, a couple of them, out there towards, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, some of these areas that's currently getting snow. But if they were to occur, would not likely have any heavy accumulations with them. So that would be pretty good overall. But a lot of the heavy stuff is currently ongoing and expected to continue for the next couple of hours, and then it is going to start to thin up a little bit. However, the impacts are going to continue into the afternoon hours, so keep that one in mind there. So make sure that you guys are obviously prepared for that here. Temperature-wise, like I said, right now, obviously, we're right near 7 o'clock or so. A lot of northern Maine, as you can see, is going to remain below freezing here. So whatever precipitation falls up there across, kind of the central side, right there, that's the hottest time. Here you go. That's the hottest time of the day. So obviously you have New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire. They're above freezing. So whatever has fallen today will rapidly melt today. So it'll be gone by tonight more than likely. But areas out there towards like central and northern Maine, it's a little bit of a different story, as the models are showing that the temperatures are going to be actually sub-freezing. Meaning that they will be below freezing, in which whatever has fallen or whatever falls will continue to be on the ground. So some impacts will continue into the afternoon hours, and for those regions there. But then it heats up here for basically the next day. So for the 10th, and everything that's fallen pretty much will melt for the most part. So that is the overall outlook regarding like the temperatures and stuff like that. And if we take a look here at the current view. Regarding the country across the upper northeast here, most of these areas here in Vermont, New Hampshire is below freezing right now. It is starting to heat up a little bit across New York State. However, we are still seeing relatively Right now we are still seeing relatively, those temperatures below freezing for those main areas that we did see a lot of freezing rain. So, like I said, obviously the people, going to work right now, it's almost 7 o'clock, so a lot of people are, at work and going to work right now in school, in which, there's definitely going to be some travel disruptions across those regions. So just make sure if you do have to travel really, really cautiously. And obviously, look out for slick spots and stuff like that. The road could look wet, but it could be black ice. So that's stuff that you got to really pay attention to. So, like I said, also the sidewalks are going to be very icy too. So make sure that you are really, really careful out there, because we've already seen our accumulation out there across New York. So, like I said, best of luck to you guys. Hopefully everyone remains safe out there overall. We work our way down here to the south for a quick moment, out there for portions like southwestern Pennsylvania into southern Ohio and even like northern Kentucky. It looks like we got a little bit of a thunder shower activity popping off right now. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit of thunder showers popping off at the moment here with the system. So that is what we have going on there for overall. Temperature is actually relatively warm, mid to upper, or say mid 60s into upper. Or sorry, mid to upper 60s into the lower 70s is what I was trying to say there. So it's relatively warm across those regions. But like I said, once we work our way up here to the current event up there in the Northeast, it's a little bit more of a different story overall. In which here it is definitely, like I said, here it's definitely a lot cooler overall. So. But yeah, so we are continuing to see snowfall. Like I said, right now that line is starting to break up here over Vermont. So, across Vermont and those areas right now, Vermont, New York, you guys are starting to lighten up on terms of snowfall. There's still a little bit of, you can see sleet and some, like I said, there's still a little bit of some sleet and some snow showers popping off out there. So that is, that's what we're seeing here. And also for places out there by, like I said, for more of those eastern areas out there by, southern Maine, and into New Hampshire, those regions there. That's where it's going to continuously be heavy for the next hour or so, next couple of hours or so. So, Portland, Maine, you guys, like I said, definitely will try to keep an eye out there for that. So, so we'll look out there for it. But yeah, Portland's kind of there towards the coast. So obviously the coasts are a little bit more warmer than, more of those inland areas. So obviously I don't expect much of anything out there, but, slightly to the west, slightly inland past 95, that's probably where we're going to get a little bit of that accumulation here this morning. So look out there for that. Let's see here. Good morning. Be safe out there in the Northeast, says JR. Absolutely. Good morning to you, JR. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Glitching the system to buy super stickers. Let's see here. Lisa said we'll try sending later. We need to support your channel. Oh, well, thank you, Lisa. That's very sweet of you. But you please, like I said, you do not have to do that. Just know, okay? Like I said, just you being here, just you hanging out, and being weather aware. That's all we care about here. But thank you so much for trying. That's very, very sweet of you. But like I said, just please know you do not have to do that, okay? But much thanks to you again. Thank you so much. But anyways, yeah, so that's going on there. I do want to take a moment actually to hop over to the satellite view. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm actually going to hop over here to, let's see here. If I can actually try to get this to pop up here. Here we go. So this is what we got here. So here's the morning satellite. Looks like a bunch of gray blobs. A lot of cloud cover out there. Let's actually zoom out a little bit. It's a little far zoomed in. Let's try the northeast view. There we go. Much better. So you can see the sun, starting to rise from the east. So obviously it's a little hard to tell what's going on right there. But if we take a look here at the water vapor, you can see a lot of the yellow. That's showing more drier air, in terms of not precipitating overall. So out there towards those regions, you can see actually, throughout Vermont, New Hampshire, obviously those regions there, there's not any precipitation that's really going on there. It's relatively dry, as the satellite does, obviously show. But then, of course, you have, areas out there towards New Hampshire and then Maine, also out there towards Massachusetts. Massachusetts is currently experiencing a bit of rainfall, not any snow. You're not expected to see any snow because if we take a look here over at what we were just looking at, the temperatures across those areas is expected to remain above freezing. Now there's a couple areas out there in the northwest side that is kind of reporting. One of these out there towards Pittsfield reporting at the freezing point. But there's really not a whole lot going on. Maybe a little bit of snow could be possible. But yeah, for majority of this area here, I mean, it does have a little bit of freezing rain, but it's not even freezing, so I don't know why this lighting up here. But yeah, Massachusetts is mostly just going to be introduced in some rain overall. So that is that's for that region here. But then, like I was saying here, yeah, you work your way up into Maine, and that's where everything completely turns blue and white. That is where the precipitation's at. So this region, that's where we're experiencing all of the effects right now. But like I said, these areas out there towards New York and Vermont, you guys have already gotten what you're going to get. Okay, so make sure that you are definitely, make sure that you are definitely, prepared. If you guys live out there towards the eastern sides, like I said, out there towards New Hampshire and Maine, but even be ready, across the places that's already gotten the accumulations, because like I said, there's still going to be travel disruptions. There is ongoing travel problems right now, and I guarantee you, actually, here I'll tell you what, I guarantee you, if I switch over here to the New York, let's see if I can pull this up here for y'all. But I guarantee you, if I pull up here to the New York webcams, it actually shows us where we are seeing those winter impacts. Here we go. I'm going to show you this real quickly. So this is what I really want to show you right now. So this, as you can see, all that pink there, ignore that radar. That's out of date. Let's see. There might be a way I can turn this off here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you can see those areas up there towards the pink color, literally the central and northern side. Let's see, wintry road conditions here. Overall status: snow/ice, snow covered / wet spots. Last updated was at 4:58 a.m. So that was literally 2 hours ago exactly. Literally exactly 2 hours ago. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of road conditions. That is not the pleasantest. Not that pleasant. Here's let's see. I'm gonna have to fix this. My computer does this for some reason. Let's see here. It just glitches like really hard. And it does that. It does it 3 times every single time. Do you guys know what's going on here? If anybody has an idea. Let's see here. So we load up that. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of snow. There we go. Now it should work. That's the funny thing, is it takes 3 times exactly. There we go. So there you go. So yeah, you can see out there towards the roads. The roads look very wet, which likely is ice, considering that the temperatures out here is at the freezing point or below freezing. And then of course, you can see out there in those ditches there. There is a bit of snow. It's actually some small snow and actually mixing it with ice too. It's not all snow. So that is a view out there. Once again, that's near let's see here, Severance, New York State. That's up there on the northeast side of the state here. Let's go and hop over here towards Glens. Let's see here, Glens Falls. Got another camera over here. See what's going on there. Yeah, same thing overall. You can see the roads definitely don't look too good. There's a lot of wet spots in the roads, which that is what you got to look out for, because it looks like it's just a wet road, right? It looks like it's just a wet road here, but the thing is that that's actually, possibly just ice, considering that the temperature is below freezing. Typically the blacktop does stay a little bit warmer, so, I mean, it could be just water, but like I said, you got to really be careful with it. Don't assume that it's always just rainwater, and actually, assume the worst, and assume that it is, essentially, we said obviously, assume that it is essentially ice, and just, be really, really careful out there. Okay, so make sure that you are obviously looking out there. Let's see here. We have another camera out there to the west. This is out there towards like kind of north central New York State out there. Let's see here. We got another camera out there for, let's see here, Evans Mills. Looks like there's a camera. Oh, wow, look at that. That's actually pretty. Considering it's low resolution, that's actually a really pretty sky out there. Yeah, you see the reflection on the road? Possibly some more ice out there. They've experienced a lot of their precipitation early last night. Let's see here. What's all this about? I have no idea what all that's about. What's that P? Let's see here. Trailhead location. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's something we don't really need to. Something we don't need to look at really. Let's see here. Yeah, but then we work our way back over here towards. Let's see here. So we looked at Glens Falls. Let's see here. We're gonna look out towards Saratoga. Saratoga Springs. There we go. Yeah, you don't really see too much accumulation. Look at that. Look how the fall colors there from the trees. It's really pretty. But the roadsides is wet, and the temperatures out there is right around 32, right around 31, 32 degrees. So yeah, obviously some of those roads could definitely be pretty slick. So look out there for that. Let's see here. Let's see. Weather says, let's see, freezing, rain, or is freezing rain unusual for New England this time of the year? Kind of, yeah, it is. I don't recall ever, doing coverages on, ice storms up here for this early time. I mean, it's obviously the beginning of November, but yet again, a lot of the north starts to experience winter weather around this time of the year. So, I mean, I guess it's about normal, but yeah, this is like the first ice storm of the year, essentially. Let's see, what about this video? Yeah, you see the reflection off the road there? That's indicating it's wet out there. So it's definitely a little bit wet out there. So, like I said, just assume that it is ice because very well could be. Very well has a good chance it is. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a moment away from the cameras for a minute. We're going to hop back over here to the radar view. So here's the latest radar as of the current time being at 7:03 a.m., which is the current time. Like I said, we have ourselves right at the current moment a lot of showers, some snow showers. We have ourselves some some sleet showers, some ice showers, I should say. Popping up here across the central eastern side here of New York State into Vermont here. So you can see all those little spotty showers. So that's going to continue for the next couple of hours, but you can see how it becomes a lot more consistent out there towards basically southern Maine into New Hampshire. So you can see how we have a lot of precipitation now across those regions. In terms of heavy snow. It seems to be coming down pretty good across those regions out there. So, like I said, watch out across those regions for the next couple of hours because it's going to be coming down pretty good. And obviously, currently being on the road, if you are across those regions, if you're on the road across those areas, it is going to be very, 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 very slick and not overall good. It's not really overall good to be in. So, just, keep an eye out there for that. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to bring you all over here to this radar, this new other radar here. So out there towards Burlington, this is in Vermont. We got reports, two measured snow reports out there, reporting up to 2 inches. Let's see, National Weather Service office, National Weather Service employees. So 11:39 and 11:47. So that's within within 10 minutes of each other actually. So out there towards Vermont, near Burlington, on the east and the west side, they measured. So they measured about 2 inches of snow, which is a good amount. It was within the range we were expecting. Let's see here. We have an inch out there towards Middlebury, reported earlier. An inch out there towards, let's see here, areas northeast of Concord, New Hampshire, which they have not received all of their snow, though. Remember that. Keep that in mind, that they did not receive all of their snow yet. Let's see here. We have Maine, which Maine has not really experienced much of it. I mean, if you look at the radar right now, you can see how the snow is starting to work its way into Maine. So obviously they have not really experienced any of the heaviest of it yet, any of the bulk, but they're starting to roll into it. They are certainly starting to roll into it. Let's see here. Maybe. I was going to see if I had any. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully I have, yeah, hopefully I have some, oh, maybe. There's still images, unfortunately. Okay, so we do have some camera. There we go. Some cameras out there towards Maine. They're not really the best. But there is a bit of snow out there on the sides. Looks like. Look at the clouds. Looks pretty odd. But yeah, no, a lot of Maine has not experienced it yet, so there's not much going on in the cameras right now for those areas, so we'll have to keep on updating for those regions. But anyways, let's hop back over here, y'all. Back over here to, actually, we're going to move our way over here to this view. So that is that. We're going to work our way over here to the radar out there towards eastern New York State. And yeah, you can see where a lot of those showers are starting to, take a hold across those regions there. So a lot of the big bulky stuff, guys. If you're in New York State, a lot of the big bulky stuff has ended essentially. So that's good. But then more further to the east, yeah, the kind of mountains block the radar, so it didn't look like there's anything over here. But in reality, if we look at the other radars here, you can see that there is a big wall precipitation, and even yeah, it's mostly right. This radar mostly gets it, but yeah, a lot of it's starting to exit Vermont now too. So that's that. But anyways, let's see. I wonder if they updated the. Let's see. Trying to find the overall the overall observations. Here we go. Nope, they haven't put in any observations yet. So I'll give you guys more of a post-analysis update tonight. I plan on going live again tonight, so I will do some post-analysis tonight in order to give y'all some more updates on what happened with the storm. So we'll be here with you guys then. But yeah, you can see it out there. Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of snow. It's starting to roll its way into Maine now. Obviously, pretty much all of, New Hampshire is covered in this big ball of snow here. You're pretty much covered in all this big ball of snow here, and the temperatures, yeah, well into the low 30s. Most of them are actually 30 degrees. You can see, and of course you got some cooler temperatures a little bit more to the north. For some of those upper elevations there, it's a little bit more cooler. Actually into the mid to upper 20s, which obviously, yeah, it's cold enough to allow for snow and stuff to stick. So whatever you're getting here out of these little bands, or out of this big, I don't know, what would you call it, a ball of snow, whatever you're getting out of this big ball of snow should stick, and should remain around for a little bit. But like I said, then later on, temperatures are going to become above freezing for the most part. Actually, they'll become above freezing here and remain above freezing overnight, tomorrow night. Yep, so it won't last for terribly too long. It'll only last for a little bit here, throughout some of the afternoon here, and then, if even that, across some regions. Yeah, the only areas that's going to see the snow stay around for at least a day or so is going to be up here, up towards the up top side of Maine. That's where we're going to see that. Let's see here. All right. But yeah, we're starting to get a lot of that precipitation moving out of New York State out of New York State and out of Vermont. So, like I said, a lot of you guys are done with it, which is good. Obviously, it's a good thing. Considering it's been very, very, not so nice this morning, I should say. A little bit of freezing rain problems, a little bit of snow shower problems, a bit of everything. But yeah, it's more in the showers now rather than this big heaping mess overall. Let's see here. What's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. Good morning to you. Good to see you here this early. Yeah, I believe it or not, I was actually up all night here tonight watching this system. I have not fell asleep since, or I have not been asleep since last live stream. And I decided to do some coverage this morning. So obviously, you know, I don't really got much going on today, so I was able to do this so I can get some sleep after this live stream. But yeah, but I just want to be here for that, for y'all. Let's see here. Jenny says, "Gotta head to work. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe." You too, Jenny. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful day out there. Glad to have you here. Glad to see you. But anyways, but like I said, guys, we're gonna hop over here back to the models. Let's see. We're gonna hop over here. We're gonna take a look and see what's gonna look like in the future. So, like I said, we have this big, big heavy ball of precipitation here for the the next couple of hours. So, right as we move right into 8 o'clock, still falling across, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Right around 9 a.m. is whenever it starts possibly breaking up a bit, according to this model. Now, obviously, take this model with a grain of salt, essentially, overall. But yeah, then, of course, it kind of turns more into snow showers. Turns more into snow showers. And, kind of more of hours worth of light snow for Maine, which will lead up to those accumulations, maybe up to 1 to 2 inches overall. Let's see here. Jenny coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Jenny. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Jenny. That's very nice of you. Much, much appreciated. And thank you so much for that. That really means a lot. Big, big shout out goes to you, Jenny. Thank you, thank you. You did not have to do that. It's very, very sweet of you. Thank you very much. But also, I will mention here that there's going to be a little bit of, some thunderstorms popping off out there, which we do have a little bit of a line popping off across like southern Ohio into southwestern Pennsylvania, and even a little bit of northern Kentucky, actually, popping off across the way. So that is, a little bit of storm activity popping off, but it's not anything severe or anything. But once again, Jenny, thank you so much for that. That is super, super sweet of you. I really appreciate the support. That is very, very nice. So much love to you, Jenny. And once again, I hope you have a great day out there. Thank you so much. But yeah, so once again, a lot of the heavy stuff is going to be lighting up. Gonna be, is it light? No, it's not lightning. Lighting up. Okay. Lightening up. I guess lightning. It's going to become more and more, light, I should say. So that'll be good. Allow for those accumulations to be relatively, those rates to be relatively lower overall. So that is that. You can see up there towards, like I said, you can see up there towards Maine how it becomes more of a kind of a light, patchy type of snow versus, right now, more of a very heavily concentrated storm there across Vermont, New Hampshire. And like I said, right now at the current moment here, at the time we're being right now, right around 7 o'clock or so, it's actually more looking like this right now. In terms of, Vermont starting to light up here, New York starting to light up more in the showers and stuff like that, but and of course Maine starting to get the brink of it right now, which right now there's the radar. Here's the current radar right now, guys. So yeah, you can see what's going on here. Actually, let me do this. Let me go back 6 hours here. There you go. That's the whole big view of this storm system and what it's done. So it's been snowing for a little bit. It's been snowing out there for a little bit. It's mostly done in New York State. Mostly done in Vermont, but still a little bit more to come for New Hampshire and Maine. Good morning, Coffee. Hope you're doing good out there. Glad to have you here. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. I mean, like I said, also the temperatures you can see have been dropping too, which right now they're in the 20s across some areas in Vermont. Sorry, New Hampshire, and also out there towards Maine. Most of the temperatures in Maine are actually below freezing. The snow's going to probably stick around for a little bit longer up there towards the north we were talking about out there. So that is that. But yeah, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Ethan. Here, I gotta show you guys this here. I got a report coming through here on Twitter. So this was from Ethan. See here, 1.5 millimeter of ice here in Ontario, likely closer to 2 millimeters, but my measurements were off. It's kind of hard to tell, but let's see here, measurements were off, and I'm not going outside again. I hear you for sure. Well, I appreciate that. Ethan, if you're in the stream right now, I mean, this was 11 hours ago, so this was a while ago. But if you're here watching, I appreciate your report, and thanks for sending that in. Much appreciated. And like I said, if you guys do want to send in your reports here, tag us on Twitter at NWW116 _WX. That is our page here. So if you guys do want to, check out the Twitter page there, you guys can see that. But all right, let's see here. We're gonna move on back here. We're gonna move on back, y'all. Let's see here. I think I got some cameras. Trying to look for a camera to see here. Trying to look for a good one. So we have the let's see here, Sanford. I don't think we have any Sanford. Let's see. Maybe Brunswick? Yeah, it's hard to find any out there. Wait, like I said, we do have these guys, these live, or not live, but yeah, still pictures there. We do have a couple live cameras up in New York State, but a lot of those have gone. A little bit of stuff. Also, keep in mind, bridges. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Bridges can freeze a lot easier than the roads because the air can go under and over, which cools the whole, which is good. Let's see here. Did my stream cut out there for a second? Huh. Gave me a little alert saying disconnected for a second. I guess we're good. Let's see here. All right, we're going to hop back over here, y'all, to the accumulation. So once again, guys, this is the latest accumulation. Oh, they just updated it too, actually. So this is fresh off the press here from the National Weather Service. So it looks like they actually lowered the accumulations up there towards Maine a bit. So we're kind of talking maybe right around 1 to 2 inches for the most part of snowfall throughout northeastern Vermont, central northern New Hampshire, and central northern Maine. We're talking right around 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. Still expected, here. I guess we'll look at the ice and then we'll head off here for now, guys. Let's see, your 7 a.m. update. So there is still a little bit of ice expected out there towards east central New York. Probably, like I said, obviously it's going to be more in the terms of ice showers for the next, several hours here. That kind of rhymed. But also for southern Vermont here. Possibly some areas up to 1 to 2 tenths of an inch. Could be possible. So look up there for that. Not really much for New Hampshire or Maine. So relatively plain out there. Me coming in with the rhymes this morning, I tell you what. Oh, man. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Also, let's see here. Max temperatures today. So this is your maximum temperatures, obviously, expected. So you can see right across here, most of central and northern Maine is going to remain basically below freezing, so all whatever's falling here is going to remain on the ground. Let's see here. And of course, overall winds and stuff like that, the winds are not going to be terribly crazy. Actually, yeah, winds should be fairly light. Out there towards, the coast out there by the Great Lakes, near let's see, where is that at? Which place is that? Towards Watertown area. It could be a little gusty on the coast there, out there towards the Great Lakes. So look out there for that, as it could be a little windy. Also towards Buffalo, could be gusting up in maybe near 40 miles an hour. So it could get a little gusty. Don't get me wrong, it could get a little gusty, but it's not going to be anything astronomically crazy. However, wow, dude, Look how windy it gets up there in the north. Holy cow, I didn't even notice that. Look at this, guys. So up there towards the northern plains, wind gusts today going to be right between 30 and 40. Some areas here up to nearly 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. The heaviest expected right across South Dakota on the western side of the state. So look out there for that. But anyways. All right, guys. Well, we are now at our 45-minute mark. I have not got any sleep, so I'm going to go ahead and get off and go to sleep, get some Z's before the next live stream tonight. So I'm going to do another live stream tonight, obviously. Probably doing personal forecasts. We'll see. Maybe even a bit of, just overall the next system on the line. We'll look at that. We'll give you guys some more information on everything, tropics, severe weather, everything. So make sure you guys are staying tuned. If you've not already, consider subscribing. We greatly appreciate it. Once again, we got to give big respect to Jenny today for the $5 donation. Thank you so much, Jenny. Very much appreciated. I know you went to work, but thank you so much, Jenny. It's much appreciated, and we love you there. So thank you, guys. We love all of y'all. Thank you for joining. We're going to go ahead and head over here to the ending screen, my friends. And like I said, if you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like. Once again, hit that subscribe button if you've not already, and share this video or this live stream to help spread awareness for any more severe weather and any crazy stuff going on. So, okay. Well, you guys take care. Y'all be safe out there. We love you guys. Stream's going to head off here in 2 minutes. So go ahead and say goodbye in the chat. And all right. We'll see you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. We love you. Be safe. See you later today. Peace out.